they've established something and they built something, right? They got something of not just interest, but influence, politics in there. You gotta have talent too, bro. Have camps, have a whole bunch of program where you establish, bro. That's the move, and that's gonna leave a lot of people out of it, and that's where we at. That's what I got to say, yo, respect.
Kevin Garnett has never been one to sugarcoat his words, and this time, he's got the entire basketball world talking. In a heated discussion, the NBA Hall of Famer didn't hold back as he took aim at Angel Reese, called out Diana Taurasi, and dropped a shocking truth about Caitlin Clark that has everyone debating. But what exactly did he say, and why is this take hitting so hard? Get ready, because we're about to dive deep into Kevin Garnett's explosive remarks and what they mean for the future of women's basketball. Kevin Garnett's bold critique of Angel Reese. Angel Reese has been a dominant force in women's college basketball, known for her rebounding, defensive intensity, and unwavering confidence. However, NBA legend Kevin Garnett believes that confidence alone won't elevate her to the next level. During a recent discussion, Garnett praised Reese's energy and presence on the court, but emphasized the need for refinement in her game. He pointed out that while her passion is undeniable, she must improve her offensive skill set, footwork, and shooting consistency to thrive at the professional level. Garnett, who built his own career on relentless work ethic and versatility, stressed that raw talent and confidence must be matched with continuous development. Reese has already proven herself as a fierce competitor, leading LSU to a national championship and securing multiple accolades. However, Garnett's critique suggests that sustained greatness requires more than just intensity, it demands evolution. If Reese takes his words to heart, works on expanding her game, and silences her doubters with results, she could transform into an even bigger star at the next level. With the WNBA in her sights, the question remains, will Angel Reese embrace the challenge and prove Garnett wrong?
Are people tripping for saying, why are you complaining? Why are you up there talking about your hurt ankle? You lost, just take it.
Absolutely.
Yes, they're tripping, and they're tripping hard.
To me, when you think about these situations, she waited until things were said and done to show, hey guys, I'm a human too. She didn't have the ability to speak on it because she didn't want to put herself in a space of emotional vulnerability, knowing that the crown that she wears, is heavy.
Correct.
To me, it takes such a level of poise.
More apparent.
Happy birthday from the W. And so I pulled this up and I was like, yeah, what? Scroll down.
Does Angel Reese have what it takes to be a superstar? Garnett raised concerns about Reese's overall skill development, questioning whether she is fully prepared to dominate in the WNBA. He pointed out that while her physical presence is undeniable, the modern game requires more than just size and strength. KG compared her situation to young NBA players who enter the league with raw talent, but fail to refine their shooting, defensive mechanics, and basketball IQ. He stressed that if Reese doesn't sharpen her shot selection, footwork, and decision-making, she could struggle against elite competition in the professional ranks. Angel Reese's trash talk, strength or weakness. Beyond the game, Garnett also weighed in on Reese's public persona. Known for her competitive edge and willingness to talk trash, Reese has drawn both admiration and criticism. Some see her confidence as a much-needed spark for women's basketball, while others believe it overshadows her performance. Garnett, who was one of the most intense trash talkers in NBA history, offered a nuanced take. He emphasized that while mental warfare is part of the game, a player must always back up their words with results. He urged Reese to ensure that her performance consistently matches the energy she brings off the court. What Reese must do to reach the next level. Kevin Garnett's final words on Angel Reese were both critical and constructive. While he acknowledged her immense potential, he made it clear that superstardom requires more than just confidence and passion. It demands relentless dedication. Garnett suggested that for Reese to truly dominate at the next level, she must refine her mid-range game, improve her three-point shooting, and elevate her defensive prowess. Reese's strengths are well documented. She's a rebounding machine with a powerful presence in the paint. However, Garnett stressed that in today's evolving game, versatility is key. If she can develop a consistent outside shot and become an elite defender, she has the chance to separate herself from the pack. Otherwise, she risks becoming just another talented player who never fully maximized her gifts. The challenge has been laid out, and the ball is now in Reese's court.
Here, y'all all look like fools. The rookie made the all-WNBA team. Remember, she's going to get reality checked. Not so quick. Didn't happen. But y'all got reality checked, and these players are mad.
Diana Taurasi gets a reality check. Diana Taurasi is one of the greatest players in WNBA history. With multiple championships, Olympic gold medals, and countless accolades, her legacy is cemented. However, even legends aren't immune to criticism, especially when Kevin Garnett is in the conversation. Taurasi's controversial take on Caitlin Clark. Recently, Taurasi stirred controversy by downplaying Caitlin Clark's transition to the WNBA, stating that reality would hit her like a truck. Some interpreted her comments as veteran wisdom, suggesting that Clark needs to prepare for the physicality and competition at the next level. However, Garnett saw it differently. He called out Taurasi for what he perceived as unnecessary gatekeeping, questioning why some WNBA veterans seem reluctant to embrace rising stars. According to Garnett, great players should uplift the next generation rather than cast doubt on them. While Clark will undoubtedly face challenges in the WNBA, Garnett believes her talent speaks for itself. His message? Let the young stars prove themselves on the court rather than being met with skepticism before they even get there. Is the WNBA too resistant to change? Garnett believes that instead of discouraging young stars, WNBA veterans should be uplifting them. He criticized the old-school mentality that sometimes stifles the growth of the game, saying that if legends like Taurasi truly want the league to expand and evolve, they need to welcome new talent rather than dismissing them. He acknowledged Taurasi's greatness, but reminded her that the sport is constantly evolving. New players bring fresh energy, and dismissing them only holds the league back. Garnett's comments sparked a heated debate among fans, with some siding with Taurasi and others agreeing that the WNBA must do more to embrace the next generation.
Now, ESPN reportedly dropped its annual fantasy rankings based on their default women's basketball settings, which award 1 point for each point, assist and rebound, a bonus point for making a three-pointer, and 2 points each for blocks and steals. And Angel Reese had an impressive rookie season of her own, averaging 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds, all while leading the league in rebounds per game. But putting her at number 12, that's got fans fired up, and not in a good way. Some are calling it disrespectful, while others are questioning how she's ranked higher than established stars like Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, and Alicia Gray.
How should veteran players treat rising stars? Garnett's stance isn't about disrespecting Taurasi's legacy, but about shifting the culture of women's basketball. He urged veteran players to take a page from NBA legends like LeBron James and Stephen Curry, who actively support and mentor the next wave of stars rather than creating unnecessary rivalries. He argued that helping young players transition smoothly into the league benefits everyone, fans, media, and the league itself. The shocking truth about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has taken the basketball world by storm with her deep-range shooting, elite playmaking, and fearless approach to the game. Her ability to dominate from beyond the arc has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest shooters in history. But what does NBA legend Kevin Garnett think about her? Garnett's unfiltered opinion on Clark's talent.
Kevin Garnett just told shocking truth about Caitlin Clark against Phoenix Mercury. Caitlin Clark returned to the court and led the Indiana Fever to a dominant win over the Phoenix Mercury. The game finished with the home team taking the win, 98-89. The entire game, Mercury was playing catch-up to Fever's score, and whenever they started to get hot, Fever also responded accordingly. Caitlin Clark keeps adding historic performances to her young but already impressive WNBA career. Following her all-around performance against the Mercury, Clark joined an exclusive club with two of the greatest legends in basketball history.
Unlike his critiques of Angel Reese and Diana Taurasi, Garnett had nothing but praise for Clark. He called her a generational talent and believes she has the potential to revolutionize women's basketball. Garnett was particularly impressed by her limitless shooting range, even likening her to Stephen Curry. Beyond her scoring, Garnett highlighted Clark's court vision and basketball IQ, noting that she isn't just a shooter, she's a complete offensive weapon. He even suggested that her style of play could force WNBA teams to rethink their defensive strategies, as she demands constant attention beyond the three-point line. With Garnett's stamp of approval, the expectations for Clark continue to rise. If she continues on her current trajectory, she could redefine how the women's game is played at the highest level. What Clark must do to succeed in the WNBA. Despite his praise, Garnett didn't sugarcoat the challenges Clark will face. He pointed out that while her offensive game is elite, she'll need to adjust to the physicality and speed of the WNBA. He stressed the importance of improving her defense and becoming a stronger finisher at the rim. He also noted that dealing with the pressure of being a high-profile player will be a test of her mental toughness. Unlike Taurasi, who seemed skeptical of Clark's impact, Garnett expressed confidence in her ability to rise to the challenge. He believes that if she continues to put in the work, she could become one of the greatest players in women's basketball has ever seen.
The women's NCAA tournament starts today, and they're about to eat the men up. The girls are not just hooping, they are balling. I will be sad for every single game. You should be too. I know y'all don't like doing y'all's homework, so let's talk about the teams, the players, and the coaches you need to watch during March Madness. Spoiler alert, I got UConn winning the whole thing. I'm taking Gino, Paige, Sarah Strong, and AZ over everybody. I'm just saying. Better not sleep on UConn. Nobody's getting to the chip without going through Don Staley and the South Carolina Gamecock. The whole team is a walking bucket. They're just a tough matchup. They're the reigning champs, and they got a roster full of McDonald's All-Americans. Chloe Kitts, Malaysia Full, Wiley, and Joyce Edwards. Y'all, these girls are a serious problem. I got UConn and South Carolina in the championship. You heard it here first. Oh, this tournament is about to be crazy. Come back for part 2.
The bigger picture. Women's basketball needs a new mindset. Kevin Garnett's critiques of individual players like Angel Reese and Diana Taurasi serve as a lens to view a much larger issue in women's basketball, the resistance to change. While the sport has made great strides, Garnett believes there is still a reluctance to fully embrace evolution and growth within the WNBA. In his view, the culture surrounding the league, especially among veterans, often discourages the younger generation from fully blossoming. What's holding women's basketball back? Garnett made a bold claim that the WNBA is sometimes holding itself back by focusing too heavily on past greatness, rather than actively welcoming and nurturing the next generation of talent. While honouring legends like Taurasi is important, Garnett believes that excessive reverence for the past can inhibit progress. He pointed out that the NBA thrives on embracing new stars, highlighting fresh talent, and creating compelling narratives that captivate audiences. Players like LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Luka Doncic have redefined the game, and their stories are central to the league's marketing strategy. In contrast, the WNBA, Garnett argues, often fails to generate the same level of excitement around its emerging players. By focusing too much on established stars, the league misses opportunities to elevate young talent like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, who have the potential to draw in new fans and expand the sport's global appeal. The challenge, according to Garnett, is not just in recognizing new talent, but in actively creating spaces for them to shine. How the WNBA can elevate its stars. Garnett called on veteran players, coaches, and even the media to shift their mindset and stop perpetuating unnecessary rivalries and gatekeeping. Instead, he urged everyone to focus on the sport's growth as a whole and embrace the rising stars. The league should invest in telling compelling stories about its players, showcasing their personalities and journeys both on and off the court. This would help create a stronger emotional connection with fans, making these athletes household names. One potential avenue for this growth is better branding and marketing of individual players. Just as the NBA markets its stars and builds narratives around them, the WNBA should do the same with its up-and-coming talent. Investing in these players' personal brands, building their profiles on social media, and creating media content around their lives could significantly increase their visibility. In turn, this could lead to greater fan engagement and even more lucrative sponsorship opportunities for the players and the league. Ultimately, Garnett's message is clear. For women's basketball to truly reach its full potential, it needs to shift away from being too focused on the past and embrace the future with open arms. By celebrating new talent and promoting diverse narratives, the WNBA can continue to evolve and solidify its place on the global sports stage. Ending scene. Kevin Garnett has never been one to hold back, and his latest comments have certainly stirred the pot. Whether you agree with him or not, there's no denying that he's sparked an important conversation about the direction of women's basketball. His critiques of Angel Reese and Diana Taurasi, along with his praise for Caitlin Clark, shed light on the challenges and opportunities facing the sport today. One thing is clear, the WNBA is entering a new era, and how its players, fans and analysts respond will shape the future of the game. Love him or hate him, KG just told the truth that many weren't ready to hear. Now, it's up to the league to decide what happens next. Love him or hate him, Kevin Garnett always speaks his mind, and his take on Angel Reese, Diana Taurasi, and Caitlin Clark is no exception. Whether you agree with him or not, there's no denying that his words have sparked a conversation that goes beyond just the game. It's about respect, competition, and the future of women's basketball. But what do you think? Was KG right, or did he go too far? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more hard-hitting takes and deep dives into the biggest stories in sports, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update.